Isn't it strange when you get a full night's sleep, no interruptions, and still wake up like you've just hauled furniture across town? Or that wave of exhaustion after lunch, as if your body turned into a mattress with legs? You're definitely not alone in this. Over time, I started spotting a pattern. Talking to older friends, scrolling through senior groups, reading video comments, people were describing the same thing in different words. I'm always drained and I don't know why. At first, I thought it was just aging. But the deeper I looked, the more curious the picture became. There are plenty of reasons behind this lingering tiredness. And the wild part? Most of them have nothing to do with age itself. They come from everyday habits and unnoticed changes that sneak up on us. In this video, we're going to look at 10 unexpected reasons why you might be constantly feeling wiped out. No recycled advice like, go to bed earlier. What you'll hear here is real talk. Honest, relatable situations you might already be living through without realizing the cause. Let's begin with the first one, not drinking enough water. It sounds too simple to matter, but trust me, it matters. I once met a man who confidently said, I drink water every day. Had a glass this morning with my pills. That was at 9 a.m. By 3:30 in the afternoon, I asked again and he replied, I had soup at lunch. The issue is, as we get older, the thirst signal fades. That dry mouth you used to feel? It's barely a whisper now. Even mild dehydration thickens the blood, stresses the heart, and slows your thinking. One woman shared online that her mother kept nodding off during the day. They feared early dementia. Turned out, she just wasn't drinking enough. Once they got her sipping water more regularly, everything changed. She was awake and alert again. Many people avoid water to dodge constant bathroom trips. That's understandable. But hydration doesn't mean guzzling a gallon. It means steady sips. Add mint, lemon, or a splash of juice if needed. Whatever helps you drink more. If this made you think of someone, or even yourself, go ahead and hit subscribe, leave a like, and share it with someone who's always tired for no reason. You're about to hear 9 more hidden causes that most folks never talk about. Now, let's move on to reason number 2. When doing nothing drains you even more. You spend the morning sitting down, eat lunch calmly, maybe catch a show in the afternoon, scroll a bit on your phone, and before you know it, the day is over. You didn't lift a finger, didn't leave the house, yet it feels like you've moved furniture all day. Sound familiar? A woman said to me recently, I stay still most of the day, but somehow I feel more exhausted now than when I used to work. The reason? Many overlook a simple truth. Sitting all day isn't rest. It's a kind of shutdown. When your body stays inactive for too long, everything slows. Blood flows sluggishly, muscles weaken, joints stiffen, and your brain gets the message. We're not being used, let's conserve energy. And just like that, you feel drained, as if your own body is starting to give up on movement. But here's the good news. This can be reversed. And it doesn't require anything extreme. One gentleman shared that he made it a habit to get up during every TV commercial break. He stretches, walks a little, maybe does a goofy dance. According to him, it wakes him up more than coffee ever did. No need for gym memberships or complex workout routines. Small, consistent actions help a lot. Stand while chatting on the phone. Step outside for a bit of air. Stretch before you sit again. The trick is to remind your body it still has a purpose. The more you move, the more energy your system creates to support that motion. Now let's talk about the third reason, and it's a sneaky one, the weight of hidden stress. It's not loud. It doesn't bring panic or racing thoughts. It lingers quietly. Worries about health, finances, loneliness, or the unknown future. Often, we don't even notice it's there. But it is. And it quietly drains your strength, like an invisible leak. One woman came up with a nightly ritual. Before going to bed, she writes down every concern and puts the paper into a small box. She calls it her worry drawer. Since then, she says she's been sleeping better than she has in years, waking up lighter, clearer. Just acknowledging your worries can make a huge difference. You may not remove every burden, but many can be eased. And when they are, your energy flows again, like water finding its path back. You know those foods that feel like a warm hug? Fresh toast, a slice of cake with afternoon tea, or a few cookies before bed. Pure comfort, right? But here's the catch. That same comfort might be quietly draining you more than it's helping. Many safe foods turn out to be silent energy thieves. One gentleman shared that every morning, like clockwork, he had 2 slices of white bread with jam and a banana. It felt like a cozy start to the day. Yet, 1 hour later, he'd be snoozing in his recliner with the TV still on. He blamed aging, until his doctor pointed out the obvious. That breakfast was a sugar bomb. Here's what happens. Sugar hits fast, gives a rush of fake energy, and then it crashes. Along with it goes your drive, your alertness, and even your ability to think clearly. Foods loaded with quick carbs and lacking protein or healthy fats don't feed your body, they drain it. And to make things worse, many people who lived through the low-fat craze still fear anything with oil. For years, fat was painted as the villain. But now we know better. Healthy fats like olive oil, nuts, and avocado help stabilize your energy over time. Meanwhile, those fat-free crackers? They fill your mouth but leave your tank empty. One woman said she used to hit a wall every afternoon. Then she added a boiled egg and a few almonds to her lunch. She thought it wouldn't change anything, but she swears she felt 10 years younger, with enough fuel to carry her through the evening. Now on to the 5th reason. And this one's especially sneaky. You're sleeping, but not recovering. Many older adults say, "I sleep fine." They go to bed, stay there for hours, and wake up without interruptions. Yet they still rise feeling like they were hit by something heavy. Why? Because they never reach deep sleep. One man admitted he always slept with the TV on to avoid silence. But that glow and background noise? They were telling his brain to stay alert. His body rested, but his mind stayed on duty. Even in quiet rooms, things like chronic pain, anxiety, or eating poorly at night can block your body from sinking into those healing sleep stages. A woman tried white noise and magnesium. That night she dreamed, for the first time in years. And the next morning, she cried. She'd forgotten what dreaming even felt like. A lot of people believe that getting 8 hours of sleep automatically means waking up refreshed. But that only works if the sleep is truly restorative. If you go to bed and still wake up feeling like you never slept at all, the issue might not be how long you're sleeping, but how well. Now let's move on to reason number 6. And honestly, this one is so overlooked, it's almost absurd. You're not spending enough time outside. Yes, really. Sunlight on your skin, clean air filling your lungs, a gentle breeze on your face. This simple trio has an enormous impact on your energy. One man wrote that he started having coffee on his porch for 15 minutes each morning. Nothing fancy. But within a week, he felt more awake and less sluggish. Our bodies are guided by natural rhythms that rely on real sunlight. When you stay indoors all day under artificial light, your internal clock gets confused. Melatonin production gets thrown off, your energy doesn't peak when it should, and everything inside feels out of sync. And we haven't even touched on vitamin D yet, a nutrient that plays a key role in mood, muscle function, and immune strength. As we age, our ability to absorb it declines, just when we need it most. But it's not only about biology. There's something emotional, even spiritual, about being outside. It reconnects us. Even sitting quietly on a step and watching the world go by can reset your thoughts. It clears the mental fog and gives the mind room to breathe. Now let's talk about the 7th reason, a quiet lack of essential nutrients. Most people don't suspect they're running low on magnesium, iron, or B12. But as the years go by, our bodies become less efficient at pulling nutrients from food. That same healthy meal that worked wonders at 40 might not do the job at 70. One man described feeling like he was wading through mud all day. His daughter finally convinced him to get blood work. The results? Low levels of vitamin D, B12, and iron. With a few tweaks to his diet and the help of supplements, he said, it felt like someone switched the lights back on inside me. If you're tired without a clear reason, maybe your body is simply missing key ingredients. It's worth checking. Sometimes, one small answer can bring back all the energy you thought you'd lost. There comes a stage in life when everything seems in order. The home is tidy, the children are grown, the bills are paid, but inside something feels dim. You wake up, go through the motions, maybe watch a show, and still feel flat. It's not sadness. It's the absence of spark. One widower once wrote, "I'm not depressed. I just don't feel much of anything." That quiet emptiness drains more energy than any physical task. Because yes, having something to look forward to fuels the soul. Even a small reason can kickstart the engine inside. It might be caring for a plant, rediscovering a hobby, learning something new, or just anticipating a coffee chat with a friend. One woman shared that she started painting again after decades. Her hands were shaky, her vision not the same, but she said she felt like herself again. That's the key. The body tires faster when the soul sits out. But sometimes, the issue isn't emotional. It's chemical. And it's sitting right on the bathroom shelf. Over the years, the pill bottles pile up. Blood pressure, cholesterol, sleep aids, anxiety meds, and before you know it, you've got a personal pharmacy. The trouble is, many of these medications quietly clash, cancelling or amplifying each other in unexpected ways. One man mentioned he felt groggy all day long. He later discovered he was on two drugs with opposite effects. One revved him up, the other slowed him down. The result? A constant fog, like waking up after a restless night. And here's the risky part. Doctors don't always spot these interactions. A pharmacist might, though. One woman had a full review with her local pharmacist and found out two of her prescriptions were essentially working against each other. After adjusting the dosages and removing one, she felt clearer, lighter, more like herself. If you're always tired and take multiple medications, ask for a full review. Sometimes, removing just one thing brings more relief than adding 5. And finally, the 10th reason, a simple lack of joy. It may sound too poetic, but it's real. Joy replenishes. Laughing, playing, connecting, feeling moved, all of it brings energy back. This isn't about ignoring reality. It's about weaving in good moments too. Because the kind of strength that comes from lightness, that's the kind that truly restores you, mind, body, and soul. Some days, your body moves just fine, but inside, everything feels dull. I once read a comment that said, "I feel like I'm existing, not really living." That single sentence captures what so many quietly feel but can't quite name. When life becomes a string of appointments, medications, and routines, it slowly loses its color. And yet, here's the beautiful truth. Even a small dose of joy can change everything. It doesn't need to be a grand adventure or a dramatic life shift. Sometimes it's light, silly, even a bit absurd. One woman said she started learning dance moves with her grandkids. A man took up writing poems, terrible ones, he joked. Another lady adopted a senior cat and said, "We nap together, we're perfect nap buddies." That's the idea. Joy isn't luxury, it's fuel. When it shows up, the body reacts. Laughter restores energy. Fun clears the fog. Excitement lifts the weight we didn't know we were carrying. You don't need to earn joy by finishing your chores. It's joy that helps make those chores feel lighter in the first place. If lately you felt flat, tired in a way sleep can't fix, Maybe your spirit's just asking, can we feel something again? Say yes to whatever lights you up, no matter how small. Dance in your kitchen. Plant something in a pot. Paint a stone. Tell a terrible joke. Make a dessert just for you. Anything that warms you from the inside is worth it. Joy is presence. It's remembering that you're still here, and that you still matter, still have time, and still carry so much life within you. So tell me, did any of these reasons resonate with you? Maybe more than one. The best part is, most of the things we talked about have solutions. You don't need a total life overhaul, just a little more attention to what your body and mind are quietly asking for. Switch a habit. Ask one new question at your next appointment. Spend a few more minutes outside. Choose a meal that truly nourishes. Or just say yes to something joyful again. If this video helped you in any way, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might also be stuck in that invisible fatigue. Let's keep this conversation going, so we can not only live longer, but live well. Take good care of yourself. And please, don't forget to smile today. You've earned it.